Has been aggression, and succession. They don't want to give that one up. They've been successful for so long. Can they keep it? Superior on top, at least for now. But they've got a team right below them as well. R301 laying, the flatline laying into him. No headshots, though. That might have been the difference on set. But Prodigy Ace is going to keep the pressure on. A crack as well to the blue shield. They may have an armor swap up there if they need it, but right now still unwilling to drop.
Got to be so careful. Unwilling to drop because they know there's other teams in the vicinity, and all of a sudden we've gone from around 17 or 18 teams down to 12, and TSM now involved in a battle as well. Look at the 301 shots coming in from Hal, but look at the third pie, the fourth pie, the fifth pie, everybody coming to get involved, and all of a sudden the lobby has caught fire and teams are dropping like flies.
Complexity, TSM all engaged in that hustle and tussle, and HRN comes out on top, finding kills not only to one of them, but another as well. Superior staying out of line of sight. And Rakinishu, the last hope there, knowing it's a 1v1, trying to just use the cover of the loot box, and he's going to get away, but how long will it last? Looking for the armor swap. He gets it, but it's already been swapped, and oh no, you hate to see it. Kenny FPS wins the 1v1 for season, and that puts him in the conversation, but Kenny goes down.
Everybody falling at the moment, and this is what happens, especially in a zone like this as well. You can see there's a lot of mountain involved, so teams have kind of got to gamble what side it's going to go on. Some of them might feel they've played this zone before and might have been caught off guard by where it has been pulling, but CLG, one of the teams with the best zone knowledge in the Apex Legends Global Series at the top level, no surprise to see they've gone to the right side of the mountain. They are holding down the premium real estate, and they are on for a big game, but so are SOLAFIDE, who are also in one of these buildings.
And we talk about this tournament and why it's so special to fans across the world, and it's that match point threshold, and we are about to see a team almost assuredly, simply with placement points here, reach it. SOLAFIDE with almost undoubtedly cross that threshold and be on match point in this next game, but how far ahead will they be? What will they do for their placements here? We're going to have to find out. Is Liquid still involved and in the conversation? 29 points, a big win. Might change things for them as well. We saw TSM go out in that skirmish earlier. But CLG, where are they? We have so many teams in this last round. 8 squads left. It feels like not too many, but there's still so many teams that could pop off with a big game here on set. And potentially switch things.
3 of our top 8 are currently inside of where this zone is going to be pulling. You would imagine that a couple of those teams are having to make late rotations, will have to fight each other, which means that they will fall. One of those teams is going to be Wally Catchers, so they're going to be trying to just land some shots on these teams that are rotating in late, pick up some KP, because I think they realize that as far as placement is concerned, things might be a little bit difficult for them unless there is a particularly strange pull that we'll see in just a few seconds. But actually, it looks like they might have an entry point to where that circle is going to be pulling, but they have to be careful. There is a team underneath them. Liquid now on top of this building, just trying to land any shots on teams rotating late.
And you could just see it. CLG, Liquid, NRG. These teams are all within the top 8 teams, and they are all alive and fighting for this moment. SOLAFIDE almost assuredly will be on match point in Game 5, but that doesn't mean these other teams have that guarantee, and they're looking for it. Trust me, CLG, the next closest with only 10 points. A first place would do it, no problem. Madness almost gets taken down. He can breathe a little bit, but oh, it's a short breath because he doesn't know what's following in that portal. That was dangerous.
Oh, Lou almost went down as well. You can see the idea here for CLG, though. It's brilliant. They want to, once again, take the opportunity created by others, be that player to come in, sweep up that fight after it's been finished, and pick up easy KP. The only problem there, the shots were just so good that it almost took down 2 players and completely disrupted the way that CLG wanted to play. A great defensive play from NRG, who are now going to be forced to bubble forward, and they're trying desperately to get under this building, but here comes Sentinels from the top of the hill as well.
And that was a great arc star. It actually hit Albrelelli, and it allows NRG to slide hop in through the Gibraltar Dome and get underneath. So now they're in the conversation. They have to be fighting SOLAFIDE, and Risalto looks like he might just be the only one left alive for SOLAFIDE. So Sentinels actually and NRG run into the skirmish. CLG on the middle side still haven't had to rotate into the fight. We'll see if they come into the third party. We've mentioned them being so good at it, but Sentinels, they've got something most others don't. A Octane jump pad and a Peacekeeper and some Thermites. It doesn't work out for Retzi, but it sure looked cool on the way up.
It looked cool, but I don't think Retzi meant to do that. I think he had some other ideas. He was going to poke around that corner and hit some peacekeeper shots, but it's much more difficult to hit them from outer space than it is to have your feet on the ground as this circle starts to close. We're going down to our final zone now. Zone
CLG!
CLG doing big things, moving in late, and once again just looking to wipe up the mess left by others.
And you talked about it, we mentioned it here with the rotation, looking for that third party. And it seems like they have found it, and they are not leaving, whether they have a reservation or not. But CLG Madness drops. They have to commit to this. It's Lou trying to clean up the pieces. He's been grinding, but it's Vaxlon. It all comes down to him, and CLG are out. It is SOLAFIDE showing up late, and they say fashionably late is our style, and it's cool to be us. And look at this, the Volt, one more shot would do it, but the jump pad saves him for now. Still SOLAFIDE in a really nice spot here with 4 squads left on set.
SOLAFIDE, their timing, impeccable on their push. They let everything happen around them, and then they realize now is our time to go. Now is our time for KP, and gentrifying once again. You can see picking up kills when it matters here for SOLAFIDE. Back-to-back wins here for them would put them in a phenomenal position. But just remember, they only need 5 points here to cross that threshold. It was the same with CLG to get themselves onto match point, and you have to feel with the amount of points that both teams might have picked up in this game, they could both cross that threshold.
Now we get into a dangerous spot where everybody knows that there's 2 teams, most likely maybe 3, but I believe 2, that are going to have a chance to put this all to bed. And of course, Girl, Fall, they'll bring you the action next game. It's going to determine how these squads play. But right now, it's SOLAFIDE. They want to put their stamp on this tournament. They played so well over the course of this year. We talked about them being the most consistent team in all of Apex Legends. Can they win 2 in a row? Can they cement their legend here so far in the game? Albrelelli on Liquid. He's still got something to fight for. 29 points. It would be a miracle if they could cross threshold with this, but the circle's moving in. Players are going to have to step up now.
So a little bit of calm before the storm. Jump pad into the skies. This is a Hail Mary play, and he makes the jump and lands on the cheekiest of spots. Anything I've seen cheekier than that was a group of teenagers hanging outside of Nando's in the UK. He'll be finally taken down, but what a spot that was from Albrelelli. Almost got him some more placement points. Didn't quite work out, but once again, great inventiveness from the Liquid man. And now SOLAFIDE, having won that last game with aplomb, looking to go back-to-back here, just laying the other team's fight once again before they make their move here, Rain.
And you could just see the patience from SOLAFIDE. They're not playing like this game matters anymore with the points. They're playing like every game matters. Every decision matters. That's how you choose a champion. Will they come out on top? It certainly looks like they've got a chance to. Designful in trouble, but he hits some G7 scouts. He's getting pushed now. Armor swap too late. Gentrifying looks like he's going to go down. It's Wally Catchers from the beginning. The initial pressure, and that ends up claiming the game. Wally Catchers, we saw him.